Hello, my name is Dr. Samantha Alprin, and I am here to tell you a story about a yearbook. Yes, a yearbook. In 1982, I graduated from the 6th grade. About 40 years later, my mom is cleaning out her attic and thought that my yearbooks, all of them, rightfully belonged to me. So I took them home, and as I'm putting them in my attic where I really thought that they would stay, one small yearbook caught my eye. So I took it out and I started flipping through it. It was my 6th grade yearbook. And as I looked at it, there were 4 6th grade classes. I knew all the teachers. We were in a relatively small community. I knew most of the kids. And as I flipped the last page of the 4th 6th grade class, there was a little class. Yeah, politically incorrect, but it was a little class. It was the 80s. Well, this small class had 6 children in it. And I flipped back through the other 4 6th grade classes to see maybe they were in there and they were in this other class for some other reason. Well, it just never occurred to me that those 6 children were not a part of the other 4 6th grade classes. I noticed 2 little girls who I used to play with in the community. I thought we were all alike. I mean, we were together at least until we were 11 years old. I think I would have noticed if we weren't all alike. Well, what I didn't realize is though we played on the playground together and ate lunch together and probably did all our specials like gym and music and art together, when it was time to go back to the classroom, they went to their own classroom. Like I said, there were 4 big 6th grade classes, about 20-25 kids in each one. How did I know where they were going? Well, now I know. That was the old special needs class. And these children had specific learning disabilities. And I knew that, like I said, we were all always together. And in 1982, remember, we hadn't come very far from the 1975 law. Not all states, counties, boards of education enacted the law yet, the free appropriate public education in the least restrictive environment. Well, it was a public school, so it was a free appropriate public education, but was it necessarily the least restrictive environment? I suppose in 1982 it was. But now, fast forward 20, 30, 40 years later, where would these particular 6 children be now? They would not be in their own class. They would probably be included in the regular 6th grade class, and they would probably be pulled for related services like speech therapy or occupational therapy, but they would not spend the entire day together. They would be in the least restrictive environment with their same age peers most of the day. So, that is my story about my 1982 yearbook, and I hope that you can see, like I tell my Introduction to Exceptional Learners classes, that the law didn't take effect that quickly after 1975. I mean, that was 7 years later. So obviously, eventually it caught up, but to think about the difference in education that those 6 children could have had in a more inclusive setting like our children do today is just an amazing thing to think about, especially if you weren't there to see it. Well, that's my story, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic semester in your Exceptional Learners class. Bye.